Um, Morning to everyone. Today is the it's the 1st of January 2026, and today I'm gonna be discussing on how to make a better comeback in 2026. For anyone who's on the creative side, who's being creative, who is trying to push the narrative of being self-employed, of pushing something on the side, who's getting just creative on the side to make sure they have everything properly, accordingly uh, on their lives. So the better comeback is to start small, and the better comeback is all about starting small, staying consistent, and staying consistent towards you growing big. It's all about starting now, doing things now, and improving as you go on. That's what the better comeback is all about for someone who is on the creative side, who's on the creative grind, who's pushing their creativity, who's showcasing their talent or skills towards the world. So that's that. So I'm gonna be discussing on how to make a better comeback of yourself in 2026 if ever 2025 didn't work, but here are the 6 rules to make a better comeback of yourself in 2026. Okay, rule number 1, you have to go on monk mode. So what is monk mode? So monk mode is a period of isolation where you obsess over your problem until it's solved, or I can also define it as a period of isolation where you obsess over your purpose until you see results. So, monk mode is a period where you obsess over something. So, when you are going on this monk mode period where you just isolating yourself, probably for 2 weeks or for 4 weeks, you actually need to see some problems and then make sure that you obsess over these problems up until they're solved. So here, when we are going on this moment phase, we need to cut out all the noise that keeps us distracted from our goals, from our purpose, from us making a better comeback in 2026. So if ever it's alcohol or the phone keeping you busy, you are running out of time every day, you find yourself not having time. If it's weed, if it's whatever, whatever keeps you distracted, you need to cut it out so that you can be the better version of yourself, because with the noise there's not gonna be a future, because your future relies on time whereby you do things, you wake up and put in the action even though you're not feeling motivated. So we need to cut out all the noise and replace them with healthy habits like exercise. Since you're gonna be starting, it's better to say 15 minutes of exercise, 10 minutes of meditation. Meditation is like, it's when your mind is at rest. That's what it is. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that you necessarily need to sit down and fold your arms or fold your legs in a quiet place. Meditation is all about your where your mind is at ease, at calm. It's calm mode, whereby you are not distracted by anything. We are just in this calm phase where everything is peaceful. So that will help you to actually rest your mind, because at the end of the day, when you're cutting out the noise, we are just trying to have a healthy. With us cutting down the noise, we're trying to have a peace of mind so that we can do things properly on time. And meditation helps to rest your mind. So at the end of the day, a successful person, all successful people need to have a healthy or a restful mind. So that's that. You need to cut down the noise, replace with healthy habits, and do them up until the monk mode phase finishes. Rule number 2, design your environment. So you need to design your environment for focus. Your environment should be designated for you to be able to focus. So you need to create a sterile environment. What do I mean when I say create a sterile environment? So actually, you need to create and you want to operate in an environment that is built for you for your success. You need to like everything in that environment of yours should be designed for your purpose. It should be designed for you to be able to solve the problems that you are obsessing about on the first place. It should be designed to solve those problems. So it should be designed for your focus so that you can be able to solve the problems properly and clearly. And you want to design your environment in a way that you don't wake up to resist temptation, but you operate in a way where you operate in an environment where the temptation is non-existent. That's how you actually want to operate. That's how you actually want to build your environment. So you need to design an environment where temptation doesn't exist at all, so that your focus can be on the problems, so that you cannot actually wake up just to focus on resisting the temptation, but you actually focus on solving the problems and filling in your purpose on daily basis. Why? Because our environment determines our behavior more than motivation that we get on the daily basis. Environment needs to be designated so well that it accommodates your success. It's built for you to just succeed. In that way, it should be like that. If you're ever designing an environment, it should be built on you to actually focus properly and solve whatever problem that you have. And if ever the phone is a problem, switch off the phone, turn off all notification, and make sure. And I would myself recommend that you operate in the one purpose per space, whereby um uh your space, you use it for the purpose it was intended for. If ever you are on a desk, you know that the only thing that you should be focusing on your desk is your work. Just do that. Do not combine it with food or anything. Just do that. Do per space, you only do on purpose, the purpose that that specific item or equipment was intended for, so that your focus can be on that only. Rule number 3: commit to a physical event. So you need to have uh, something tangible or do something tangible. It's either you can sell something, you can run, do whatever that is tangible, that has results, something whereby we can see, something that whereby you yourself can see that, oh, I did this, these were the results. This is to actually put you in a space whereby you realize that the results of whatsoever you are doing, they are rooted in reality, not your perception. Because in life, it's either you did it or you not have done it at all. So it's like that. So you need to have something tangible, something that you have done. Do something, anything. You just need to do that to actually show yourself how strong you are when it comes to commitments. Because if you're not committed to anything, you are following a trend, and you don't need to follow a trend. You need to actually commit yourself to something so that you can be successful. You need to commit and then stay consistent so that you can grow. Life is all about the commitments. So that's that. You need to have something you are committed to. An event, any event you have planned to, where there is a date where you're going to do whatever that needs to be done, and then that's it. Okay, rule number 4: focus on money generating activities. So you need to place your focus on activities that generate money. rather than activities that depleted. Um, it's 2026. It's time. That's the time. 2026. So time is always associated with money, and money is always associated with time. So you actually need to take a good look on activities in 2026 that can actually make money for you, that can actually help you obtain skills, and not deplete your money away from you, because in life you cannot do things properly if you have money anxiety, if you're always having stress about money, on how you're spending it, on how much is left inside your bank account. So you actually need to focus on the activities that will generate the money rather than deplete it. And always know that time is associated with money. So do not indulge yourself in an activity whereby you know that its time has depleted, because that's going to lead to your money being depleted as well. So you need to focus on an activity that is going along the time frame, because time is money. So if time tells you that you can make money by indulging yourself in this activity, just do that. Do not come with activities that worked in 2023 and try to put them in the time frame of 2026. So just look at the activities that work in 2026 and try to participate on them to generate money for you and obtain skills that you're gonna use later on in life. Okay, rule number 5, you need to focus on education. Every time we assume that some people are special, oh, that one is special. So the only thing that's making that person special, it's knowledge. Knowledge is power. So if you have power, you become special. So, and you actually, as a person, you actually need to know that the differences in life are caused by knowledge gaps. Some people actually know certain topics better than you. They know how to handle money. They know how to handle themselves. They know how to handle their emotions. They just have knowledge towards certain topics. So, as a person, if I say focus on education, you actually need to learn what the highest person in that certain level that you want to reach knows, and then you go and learn it so that you can actually have that skill that person has, and you can have it yourself. So you need to educate yourself so that you can become a better version of yourself. You need to focus on education. You need to actually fill the knowledge gaps. You need to fill in yourself with knowledge. And this time, you need to actually educate yourself. You need to actually focus on educating yourself, self-education. You need to focus on that so that you can know things that people where you're headed to already know, so that you can be actually like them to actually make this comeback successful. Have a support team. So you actually need to build a support team. So you need to actually uh, align yourself with people. You actually need to align yourself with people who are on the same path as you, who are headed towards the direction that you're headed to. So in building your support team, uh, you need to have a mentor, a coach, a person that you can look up to, so that whenever you feel like quitting, whatever you feel like you're not going appropriate, you can go back and ask, because they already know the way. You need to have people who are on the way, who already know the way, so that you can stay consistent, because being consistent is hard. So you need to stay consistent so you can grow, because at the end of the day, these things are hard. So you actually need people who you can relate to, have a relationship with, not people who are going to mock you or do whatsoever type of thing, or actually get you out of your path. So you actually need to have people who you are aligned with, who are on the same path as you. Thank you. Please like, comment, share, and follow.